Okay, what do you have to know about fractions for the upcoming test? Fractions are basically rational numbers. Why are they rational numbers? Because they are a ratio of two numbers. That's how you get the word rational. See the word ratio in there? Okay, what is not a rational number? Things like pi or the square root of 2. Those are not rational. Rational numbers are basically fractions, a quotient of two integers. What do you need to, there are a few things you need to know about fractions. Particularly, you need to know how to simplify fractions. You must leave all answers in simplest form on these fraction things. So if you get answers like this, you have to simplify. Simplify, you look at the factors of the numerator and the denominator, you factor them out, and you just start simplifying. Right? You just start dividing by 2 if this thing is an even number, and you just keep going until you can't go any further. It's helpful to know if a number is divisible by 3. 87 is divisible by 3 because you add the 8 and the 7, you get 15. 15 is divisible by 3, so 87 is divisible by 3. You just add the digits. Okay, you're going to have to convert a mixed number to an improper fraction. Okay, that's pretty easy. That's actually very easy. You just multiply the denominator times this number, and you add this numerator, and that is how you convert that. And you have to go the other way. You have to know how to convert a improper fraction to a mixed number by figuring out what the next lowest number is below the numerator, right? So in this case it's 35. 35 by 7 is 5. That's 2 left over. Okay, you are going to have to notice that all fractions can be written as decimals, and all decimals can be written as fractions. So you're going to have to convert fractions to decimals. It always works using long division, but if you're lucky enough and you have a number over 100, it's just 0.20 there, and if it's a number that's a factor of 100, you can sort of convert this fraction to something over 100, and then you convert the 12 over 100 to 0.12. If you're not so lucky, then you're going to have to do long division. I'm sorry about that. Okay, all decimals can be written as fractions. Notice that you can get two types of decimals here, terminating and repeating. If it's terminating, not terminal, terminating, those are easy. You just look at the different place you have, like this is the 100th place, the 10th place, the 100th place, and you divide by that power 10. If it is a repeating decimal, you have to watch the other video. Okay, now the two most important things, you have three most important things you have to know about fractions. How to add, multiply, and subtract. Okay, multiplying fractions, you multiply the numerator and the denominator. And that is how you multiply fractions. If you have a mixed number, you have to convert to an improper fraction and then do it. Notice here, you can simplify along the way. 39 divided by 3 is 13. That's a useful trick. Then lastly, you have to know how to add and subtract. In order to do this, everything must have a common denominator, So you have to convert to a common denominator. Again, if you have a mixed number, you have to convert to an improper fraction and do the work that way. Thanks.